time now to catch up with the latest show business news from Hollywood. And joining us live on Prime Time from Los Angeles is Bridget Bass. Very good evening to you, Bridget. And
Hi, Jeremy.
And we celebrate your new hairdo as well.
Thank you, Jeremy. I wish I could say the same.
A number of Hollywood stars are putting their Oscar gowns up for auction. The sale, which will raise money for AIDS research, was the brainchild of British actress Natasha Richardson. You've no doubt got your eye on one of those dresses, Bridget, but is it going to be a big show, this one? A lot of bidding, do you think?
Oh, absolutely. Just like the Princess Diana dresses that were auctioned. Who doesn't want these famous dresses? Because we see these award ceremonies, the Oscars, the Emmys around the world, and these dresses are sometimes more famous than the people who wear them and sometimes more memorable. But remember, these celebrities get these dresses for free, Jeremy, and they donate it to charity because what else are they going to do with it? Helen Hunt, who wore the blue dress this year and won her Oscar, is giving it to charity for an auction. She can't exactly wear it again and be seen in public, and keeping it in her closet, she said, is a waste of time. So this is a perfect use for them to give it back to charity, but they don't pay for these dresses to begin with, so maybe they should be part of the public domain.
Now, Bridget, these sound pretty tough new laws that California Governor Pete Wilson is planning to introduce, aren't they?
They sound tough. They really aren't that different from the existing law, and they are very specific. I don't think it's going to make a significant difference in how the paparazzi or the stalkerazzi behave. It's another step along the direction the celebrities want to go in. Essentially, what it is, it's an extension of the trespass law. So whereas it gives celebrities grounds for civil action in cases like where Brad Pitt and his then-girlfriend Gwyneth Paltrow were on a private beach and photos were taken of them privately, or Madonna and Sean Penn when they got married in Malibu, that was a private ceremony and zoom lenses were used to get photos of that. It would address issues exactly like that. So it's an extension of the trespass law called constructive trespass. It forbids that. Constructive, Jeremy and Viv, not being a positive thing, but constructive meaning a technical aspect is added, like obtaining photos or audio from a private moment that a celebrity is having. So it's the use of technology that is extended in this trespass law, and the penalties of this law will be much stricter. Francis Ford Coppola has done many films with Warner Brothers, and in 1995 they made a handshake agreement that Warner Brothers would produce his beloved project, the live-action version of Pinocchio. Now, they did send him a written contract, which he never signed. This is common for big directors and big studios to have verbal and handshake agreements, and the written agreement is not signed till the last minute. He thought that they were not giving him the conditions to make the film that he wanted, so he tried to bring Pinocchio to Columbia Studios. They prevented him from doing that, saying that they owned the property. He said, "I never signed it. This was a handshake agreement." And so he sued them and won $20 million in compensatory damages and $60 million in punitive damages, which is pretty unprecedented.
The deal puts Foster on a par with Julia Roberts, who's due to team up with Richard Gere again. So, 15 million?
15 million. Well, men, you know, Tom Cruise, Arnold Schwarzenegger, all the big male stars are making $20 million a film. We know that. So women just haven't made it up there yet. The only other woman to sign a deal for 15 million, which is now the top going price, has been Julia Roberts for Runaway Bride, which is her reteaming with Richard Gere. And now Jodie Foster with this film Anna and the King, which is actually a film, The King and I, yeah, which we all know
without
very
the
well.
music. Without the music.
Without the music. It won't be a musical, Viv. No, it's going to be a drama, and it's going to start shooting in Thailand in January. And, I mean, Jodie Foster is an Oscar-winning actress, and Chow Yun-fat will be playing the Yul Brynner character. But again, it won't be a musical. It'll be a serious, probably very high-budget Hollywood picture. Welcome to Entertainment Asylum's Daily Wire. I'm Bridget Bass, covering for Chris Spinder. Aside from the obscene gestures, transparent clothing, and political grandstanding, yesterday's MTV Video Music Awards were very professional. And the real pro was Madonna, who took home 6 of her 9 nominations, including Best Video of the Year and Best Female Video for her hit Ray of Light. Who better, to put it bluntly, than Courtney Love? So that's why she's named her new album Celebrity Skin. Only the name is already owned by an X-rated publication, so they're suing her, but then who isn't suing her? Celebrity Skin, the magazine, features peekaboo nipple and various genital shots taken of unaware stars at events. It's speculated that Courtney's true motivation is to buy the magazine because most of the pictures in it are of her. Welcome to Entertainment Asylum's Daily Wire Week in Review. Chris Spinder is testifying before Congress today, so I'm your host, Bridget Bass. Jim Carrey has bounced back from his tussle with wrestler Jerry the King Lawler. Tuesday night, the 300-pound fighter went berserk and attacked Carrey after the star spit in his face during the filming of The Man in the Moon. At the hospital, a scan showed no new damage to Carrey's already abnormal brain. Now, speaking of model worship, I recently spoke with the very stylish Rupert Everett and asked him how he felt about the media's fascination with what celebrities are wearing.
I think it's horrible.
Really?
I think it's really undignified for guys to be talking about what they're wearing. That's what you ask girls. I think it's really queenie in the universal, global sense of the word.
What is the universal, global sense of the word queenie, Rupert? Creating a TV series is definitely where the money is these days. First we had Seinfeld, and now X marks the spot for X-Files creator Chris Carter. He signed a 5-year deal worth $30 million to helm the show through 2000, at which time he will have himself abducted for tax purposes. And last night, I was at the InStyle magazine What's Sexy Now party, and Saving Private Ryan star Adam Goldberg tried to show me a piece of his mind.
Let's go. It's online. It's the sexy part.
I'm not.
There they go.
Oh! Whoa, okay.
Oh my God! That is so embarrassing. I am so. That's humiliating.
What a tease. Please. To check out more of Adam, you can see him at our on-demand archives at www.asylum.com or AOL keyword asylum. Keeping the Daily Wire warm for Chris Spinder, I'm Bridget Bass, and enjoy your weekend.